Good afternoon. Director of the NTRC, Mr. Buccament, Spectrum Manager of the NTRC, Ms. Nadine Hall, Consumer and Public Relations Manager of the NTRC, Ms. Ria Lewis, Software Developer, Mr. Siren Cyrus, Principal of the Buccament Bay Secondary School, Mrs. Heather Stewart, Marketing and Sales Officer of Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ms. Joanna Kolzak, Marketing Representative of Flow, Ms. Kinesha Hong, Senior Marketing Executive of Digicel, Mrs. Carissa Taylor, students and parents, our online viewers, welcome to the NTRC's myApp Summer Program closing ceremony at the Buccament Bay Secondary School. At this time, I will welcome Ms. Jemima Charles to give us the open prayer.
Good afternoon. Let us pray. May you please stand, please. Okay, let's pray. Dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you have blessed us with, Lord. Thank you for the health and the strength of each and everyone to be here, Lord. Thank you for the organizers that have made it possible for us to be here this afternoon, Lord. Lord, we want to thank you for this great opportunity that you have offered to us, Lord. Without you, none of this would be possible. Lord, we want to pray that as the years go on, that this program will strive and that new students and that our country will develop in this new field, Lord. Lord, I want to pray that you'll guide each and every one of us as we embark on this journey, Lord, that we will continue our programming and that our skills will be able to nurture and we'll have people along the way to guide us along this path, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
We will remain standing for the national anthem.
Make his rain from shore to shore. And the blessed keep us
Please be seated. I would like to welcome the Sales Supervisor of Faces Trading, Dexter Thomas. I will now welcome the Consumer and Public Relations Manager of the NTRC, Ms. Rhea Lewis, to give the open remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to give special recognition to the Director of the NTRC, Mr. Apollo Knights, other NTRC staff members present, Ms. Nadine Hull, our Spectrum Manager, the PRO, Eustacia Walter, our software developer, Siren Cyrus, and our intern, Alexa Solin. I would also like to give recognition to the principal of the Buccament Bay Secondary School, Mrs. Heather Stewart. Our sponsors from BOSVG are Miss Joanna Kolzak and Marketing Sales Officer and team member. I would also like to recognize Mr. Bradley Glasgow, the Marketing and Corporate Communications Manager for Massey Stores Limited, all parents present, Mr. Dexter Thomas and his colleague from Facey Trading, students, online viewers, and other well-wishers, a pleasant good afternoon. The National Telecommunication Regulatory Commission, otherwise known as the NTRC, welcomes you to our final closing ceremony for our 7th annual myApp Summer Program. Our first program for this year was held in Union Island last month from July the 11th to the 29th, 2022. For this program, 22 pupils ages 13 to 18 were taught how to code over the course of the last few weeks using a pocket-sized computer called the Microbit. Additionally, we incorporated robotics into the curriculum this year, allowing the kids to build robots and then program them with the help of their coding skills. The students who took part in this program came from different schools across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Mr. Siren Cyrus, our in-house software developer, taught the course with the help of Eustacia Walter, our public relations officer. The main objective of our program, as before and always, is to encourage young people to be innovative so that they can create and put into practice ideas to increase the effectiveness of local businesses. 2, to encourage young people to explore careers in application development that can advance e-commerce in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And 3, to provide the participants with the foundational knowledge and skills necessary to create apps that can collect client data, which they can then use to enhance long-term relationships. We would also like to express our deepest gratitude to the principal of the Buccament Bay Secondary School once again, and her staff members at the school who facilitated the ease of access to the school compound, as well as the janitorial staff who kept it clean while it was in use for the duration of the program. Additionally, I would like to emphasize how crucial it is to have partners and support for projects like this one. The NTRC has not been working on it alone. In fact, if you look about the room, you would notice various paraphernalia that represent some of our sponsors this year. On that note, we would like to give a hearty thank you to our sponsors, Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Flow, Digicel, Massey Stores Limited, Facey Group Trading, ECGC, Mavcom, Bonadies Supermarket, Sikke Graves and Company Limited. The smooth and effective operation of this summer program over the past 6 weeks would not be possible without the shared passion of our sponsors and partners for the advancement of youth of St. Vincent's and the Grenadines. The NTRC is eternally grateful for your support. We cannot do this without you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. At this time, I will welcome the instructor of the myApp Summer Program, Mr. Siren Cyrus.
Protocol having already been established. Good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Mr. Siren Cyrus, and I was the instructor for this program. I don't like to be long, so I'll be short and concise. I'll be intruded on the certification of the students. They came to the program with eagerness and excitement. Most times, it was just to see their friends and have fun. Other times, it was to learn how to code and also learn robotics. All in all, it was a good 3 weeks spent having fun and learning. This introductory program has given the students the basic tools and knowledge needed to get their hands dirty in creating tomorrow's technological world. Without a doubt, I have confidence in saying that these students would go on to do great things. It may be in the technological field, such as web development. Some of them have expressed interest in that field. Game development as well. Some of them have expressed interest in that field as well. And aspiring hackers, because one of our students, he likes to talk about hacking a lot. But whatever it is that they do, I'm sure it will be great. I promise not to be long, and as such, it's brings to the end of my remarks. The last thing I'd like to say to the students is always hold your head high and believe in your dreams. Because dreams do come true once you put in the work to achieve them. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Cyrus. At this time, I will now welcome the principal of the Buccament Bay Secondary School, Mrs. Heather Stewart.
Good afternoon. With protocol being established, I will just recognize that it is important at this time that the rain is falling. And isn't it a blessing? Let's give God thanks for the rain. Now, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you again. myApp Summer Program, we are to say thank you for all the sponsors, and I heard me say thank you. So my job now is to say how grateful I am to be a part of this in collaboration with the program. I recognize earlier that I was unable to be with you, and I did apologize for being in and out and not being able to be here in person all of the time, which is very impossible. I recognize that the teachers, Walters and Cyrus, were so very busy. Many times I want to say something to them. I was unable to, and I did not want to interrupt their sessions. I also recognize that we had very good students. I hope you were very good in the classroom in terms of learning, and I would like you to impart that knowledge that you would have. I am happy that 2 students from my school were able to participate, and I am going to try to, what we say, brainstorm sometime to know what they know. The thing is, when I hear what you are up to in terms of this program to deal with robots, I was saying, Lord, these people are going to take off and be so extravagant and do so many things that so I would probably lean on some of you because I am not a computer whiz. I don't know if I will ever get there, but I am certainly encouraging you to take all you can, because the way the world is going, you are going to need every bit of what you learn here, and you are going to be able to use it later on in life. So don't take anything for granted. Whatever you are given, whenever you are given the opportunity to learn anything in terms of computer, whether it is through NTCRC or otherwise, make sure you maximize to the fullest potential, okay? That's my advice to you, the learners, and I want to say thank you to Mr. Apollonites and the others who choose Buccament Bay. You are always welcome. Use us in any way you see fitting. We were very, very pleased to be a part of this, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Stewart. At this time, I will welcome from the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, one of our sponsors, the Marketing and Sales Officer, Ms. Johanna Kolzak.
Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to adopt the protocol that has already been established. We are delighted to be here at the closing ceremony of the 2022 NTRC myApp Summer Program. Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been a long-time sponsor of this program, to a point where I venture to call it a partnership. And this is with good reason why we hold these partnerships, because we firmly believe that our future lies in the digital realm. And we need to get the next generation prepared so that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not left behind. Through this program, NTRC offers students a unique opportunity to learn coding and application development, which is right at the heart of what is needed to secure our future and even solidify our today. Let me explain what I mean. Today, more than ever, we see apps being produced to make life easier and give businesses a competitive advantage, and even to create a space for people to connect. This is about think about how life would be before Instagram and Facebook, before online shopping platforms such as Amazon and eBay. And of course, as a bank, our customers cannot imagine going back to life without online banking. At BOSVG, online banking allows our customers the unique opportunity to do banking anytime and anywhere. It takes away the hassle of standing in long lines in the bank and even at merchants such as CWSA and Vinlec, and allows you to conduct business at the palm of your hands. We have even modified our platform to allow you to top up your phones from this same online banking platform. Who has made this convenience possible? App designers. That is where you come in the future, to update existing apps and invent new ones. We have had several engagements this summer involving young persons like yourselves, and I must say it's a pleasure to see young people productively and positively engaged. I am sure this was much more enjoyable and enlightening than sitting at home scrolling through your phones and playing video games, and I dare say, doing household chores. I am sure you would agree with me that many young persons have lost their way and end up going down the wrong paths. It's easy to see by simply observing the behaviors and attitudes. That is why BOSVG continues to renew its commitment to developing our youth through partnerships like these and many others, such as sports, culture, and education. You only need to walk through the doors of BOSVG to see how heavily invested we are. We have a very young and vibrant staff, and that is not by mistake. Those of you who know our calendars would see that we also feature achievements of youthful visionaries. So a program like this is right up our alley, and it serves to show that we are creating future leaders and innovators. So for you participants, we hope that you did indeed pay attention and possibly find your calling. We urge you to try to encourage your friends to
to also participate in programs which will help them identify and develop their passion so that it can be used to benefit not just themselves, but their communities and by extension, our country. I read something recently that was quite interesting. It said that the biggest part of our digital transformation is changing the way we think. I found that to be quite true, and hope that through this program and others like it, that we are paving the way for a brighter future here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by changing the way we think. BOSVG is happy to be a part of this worthwhile journey, and we commend the NTRC for continuing to making these opportunities available. We look forward to continuing this partnership in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kolzak. At this time, I will welcome the valedictorian of the Buccament Bay myApp Summer Program, Ms. Claudia Lovelace, to give her speech.
Protocol having already been established, good afternoon. Quoted from the great Albert Einstein, education is that which remains when one has forgotten everything he learned in school. When I first started attending the girls' high school, I was introduced to information technology by a very humorous and quirky teacher. His way of teaching really piqued my interest, as I was more than eager to dive into this new approach. Seeing my amusement, he suggested that I participate in NTRC's Code 784 competition in 2020. The experience was lasting. I can still remember the evening my older sister told me about this summer program. As I have always been known to be the most keen person when technology is involved in my household, I like the simple things, like fixing the TV cords, putting in the Wi-Fi for new guests, and showing my peers tricks and hacks on their devices. Hence my sister suggested I join the program. Although I was undoubtedly highly interested in the IT field, with my sister's suggestion, I realized that I would have to give up some of my vacation. I could speak for all my cohort when I said that I was not very excited. I can still remember all the times when they said, "I want to go home," or "1 more hour left till 3. Although we could not see the importance of this program just then, I am confident and honest that when I say that we are grateful for all the hard work and dedication that our teachers, Mr. Cyrus and Miss Walter, invested into this program to make it such a success. Your efforts were not in vain and are appreciated greatly. True education, that which lasts for a lifetime. The information and practice we received over the last 3 weeks will provide a platform for many of us, a platform to launch careers, a platform to determine careers, and a platform that helps build careers in our everyday life. My cohort was blessed with the wisdom of Mr. Cyrus on Wednesday. He exhorted us on factual circumstantial realities and a sad yet motivating reality. We enter the fast-paced global advanced market at a disadvantage just because of the place where we are born. This reality should be the driving force from which we launch our rocket thirsting for more knowledge and more advancement. Our time here was beyond well spelt. This was value beyond money. For the past few weeks, I learned to code microbits to make and play games, send messages, and work as simple machines like a thermometer or countdown timer. To even speak about the more advanced projects we did, like building and coding robots to perform different tasks. This is out of the world for me. but it shouldn't be. We are technology natives, born and educated in a technological world that was once only found in fictional stories. We are the generation that will take the technology of today to unlimited and new heights. Finally, I would say to my cohort, remember Einstein. He was wise, but we have the opportunity to be wiser. Remember, education is not so much about the academic theory or memorizing notes or facts or topics. Education is what you take away from here. What motivation was birthed deep in your inner crevices. How you would add value to what you heard and how you expressed in your bursts of creativity to better the lives of your loved ones, teachers, and your country. Thank you to God for giving us health and strength and for giving the NTRC and sponsors the wisdom and money to execute this program. Thank you to our teachers for facilitating this program, and thanks to my cohort for being amazing, and thanks to her parents for providing our needs to be here each day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lovelace. At this time, I will welcome the marketing representative of Flow, which is one of our sponsors, Ms. Kimi Shahan, to give some brief remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm very pleased that we as a company can deliver on our commitment to learning. We continue to remain committed to the development of ICT skills in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The myApp summer program aligns with our company's pillar, which is to promote learning and development in communities. It is of paramount importance that we continue to give back and provide positive social value to Vincentians. Today, it would be remiss of me if I did not encourage the participants of this great program to use the new skills learned in ICT and build on those skills to make a positive and lasting impact in their communities and, by extension, the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Having these skills will give you a competitive advantage when job hunting, and they are necessary skills for everyday life. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate the NTRC for continuing their work on promoting the development of ICT skills throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We at Flow strongly advocate for and support learning and development of this kind, as it is critical to fulfilling our corporate social responsibility, one we take very seriously as a company. Flow continues and will continue in the future to remain committed to this program with the NTRC and looks forward to collaborating on other initiatives and events in the years to come. Once again, congratulations to all who benefited from this program, and my advice to you is to go forth now and bear fruits. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Horn. At this time, I will now welcome the Senior Marketing Executive of Digicel, one of our sponsors, Mrs. Carissa Taylor. Sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please allow me to adopt the protocol which was already established. My name is Miss Carissa Taylor, and I'm the Senior Marketing Exec at Digicel. It is our honor to have collaborated with the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the myApp Summer Program. The myApp Summer Program is intended to give the participants a chance to change the world using their imagination and creativity. At Digicel, we give consumers the opportunity to react to those changes through data and mobile services. It is mind-blowing, a moment worth shouting about, something that we should definitely celebrate, that my neighbor's daughter, your sister's godchild, or even your coworker's son could one day be instrumental in creating a digital app. For familiarity, at Digital, customers can enjoy data, talk, and even entertainment with our suite of products and apps. For example, we have our BIP Messenger app, which allows you to chat for free. We even have the Go Loud app, which grants you access to live radio and live podcasts, and even live sports, for example, on the Sports Max app, and so much more. Imagine being the creator of a lifestyle app that one day a company like Digital have to pay you to actually use. Honestly, it's all so exciting. And it's so exciting that we're living in such a developed and digital age. We will continue to lend our support to the initiatives put on by the NTRC in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we also remain advocates of youth development and technological advances everywhere. Congratulations to every participant. I really do hope that you would have had an enjoyable summer experience here at the NTRC. I wish I would have experienced that when I was your age. So it is something that you should really take the knowledge and use it for the betterment of your future. We wish you the very best of opportunities and everything else that you put your foot towards in the years to come.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. At this time, I will welcome the Spectrum Manager of the NTRC, Ms. Nadine Hull, to give us a feature address.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Protocol already being established. I will continue. I will start by asking a few questions. Okay. Why is learning to code or recognizing the power of software important? Software powers many different aspects of our lives. We have software in our cars, mobile phones, in your home entertainment system, in security, and most important, maybe in games. Right? My daughters love Roblox. I'm sure a lot of you love playing the game as well. Okay. Okay, just a little bit of my background. I'm the Spectrum Manager at the NTRC, and I've been programming for the past 25 or so years. I've seen the changes of software through time with my first computer, the Commodore 64, which I'm sure probably none of you are aware of, which was introduced in 1982 with its monochrome monitor. Now, just to let you know, monochrome monitor is either black and white or different shades of one color. So you could imagine your mobile phone with different shades of blue. You think that would be very entertaining? Software will continue to power our world, and the NTRC is using, and the NTRC is helping to provide the infrastructure which brings the internet to you using the NTRC Wi-Fi in schools. I'm sure everybody here is aware of our Wi-Fi services in your schools, community centers, etc. We also license our telecommunications providers, Digicel, Flow, and work to ensure that they provide cost-effective and quality services to you, their customers. Along with the infrastructure, we also have initiatives that help underprivileged persons to get onto the internet. Our subsidized internet program, which allows qualified persons to get an internet connection in their home for only $10. Show of hand if you've heard of this program. Thank you, one person. Our online courses program where persons can get full funding for ICT courses taken on the Coursera or Code Academy platforms. Anybody? You aware of this program? Well, I'm advertising now. Okay, so visit our website, www.ntrc.vc, and you'll get a little bit more information. This myApp program, well, I know everybody knows about this program, right? Where at an early age, we expose our teenagers to ensure that they appreciate what programming can, continues, and will do for us in the future. So for our students, did you have a good time learning to program over the past 3 weeks? Yes. Yeah? So what do you think was the most memorable experience? Using the microbit. So what about the robots? Say again? Building them. Okay, so if you had to make a change to the program, what would you do? What would you change? What would you make better? To take the robots? Well, our director is sitting there, so just speak hard so he can hear. Okay. Our iCode 784 competition takes the myApp program to a next level where our secondary school students and the public develop ideas that can help propel our country forward. And finally, to take it a step further again, we have to take this one step further, as a benefit of winning the iCode 784, past winners have been given the opportunity to view ICTs in the international fora. Through these different initiatives, as mentioned, the NTRC is facilitating a holistic approach to the benefits of broadband internet access. So, what do you think is the best use of the internet? How do you use the internet? To search, what are we searching for? What kind of information? What kind of information? There's a whole lot of information out there. Hi? Useful information? Well, what is useful to you may not be useful to me. So what kind of information do you search for? Say again? Cars? Okay, and how to make something? Okay, so let me see. Show of hands for those who use the internet for entertainment. We have TikTok, YouTube, Netflix. Don't be afraid. Shut them. Okay, you can lower them now. What about to shop online? But maybe not you guys. But what about the parents? Oh, we have kids shopping online as well. Okay. And what about for education? Awesome. That is very good. You could lower your hands. Thank you. The NTRC, through our various initiatives, is trying to give our leaders of tomorrow a jump start on what it would take to lead tomorrow, in a time where software and programming will underline much of the services we still do manually today. We want to equip you, our students, with the knowledge so that even if you do not become a software programmer, game developer, etc., you will still be able to recognize what software can do and will continue to do for us in time to come. That is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Hull. At this time, we'll have the presentation of the valedictorian trophy and prize, and I will welcome the director of the NTRC, Mr. Apollonize, to do the handing over. She is being awarded with a trophy for being the valedictorian of the Buccament Day myApp Summer Program. She She will also receive an Acer laptop, compliments the NTRC. Thank you. At this time, we'll have the distribution of the certificates. So I will call your names and you will come up for your certificates. Kalia Baptiste. DeAndre Bowles. Jamira Charles. Ezric Cruikshank. King Alpha Dallas. Rotwell Farrell. Leon McPhee. Tyreek Gaines. Leon Green. D'Angelo Jackson. Shanika John. Tristan Lavia. Claudia Lovelace. Cashron McKenzie. Joshua Millington. Jamelia Sayers. Tariq Thompson. Zumar Wiley. Omari John. Thank you, Mr. Knight. At this time, I would like to welcome marketing representative of Flow, Miss Kamisha Horn, to distribute the gifts to the students. I'm going to call your name, then you're going to complete again. Cahelia Batiste. DeAndre Bowles. Jamira Charles. Ezric Cruikshank. King Alpha. Rothwell. Leon McPhee. Tyreek. Leanne. D'Angelo. Shanika. Tristan. Claudia.
Castron. Joshua. Jamelia. Tariq. Zuma.
Omari.
Thank you, Ms. Horn. They will also be receiving gifts from Digicel, so I will now welcome Ms. Clarissa Taylor to hand over the gifts. Cahelio. Yandre. Jamira. Ezric. King Alpha. Rothwell. Leon. Tyreek. Leanne. D'Angelo. Shanika. Tristan. Claudia. Castron. Joshua. Jamelia. Tariq. Zamar. Omari. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. At this time, I will give the vote of thanks. I would like to thank the Consumer and Public Relations Manager of the NTRC, Mr. Siren Cyrus, Principal of the Buccament Bay Secondary School, Mrs. Heather Stewart, Mrs. Carissa Taylor, Senior Marketing Executive of Digicel, Ms. Kimisha Horn, Marketing Representative of Flow, Ms. Joanna Kolzak, Marketing and Sales Officer of Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as well as Ms. Nadine Hull, the Spectrum Manager of the NTRC, for all given remarks during the ceremony. I would like to thank our sponsors, Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Flow, Digicel, Massey Stores, Facey Group Trading, ECGC, Mavcom, Bonadi Supermarket, and CK Graves and Company Limited. I would also like to thank the parents for sending out your students to the program. Thank the students as well for coming, though many of you said that you had no choice, but I am sure that you did not regret it. And I would like to thank our viewers online for viewing the ceremony. Thank you very much and have a wonderful afternoon. We have a few refreshments in one of the farms going down on this aisle. The door will be open, so each of you are free to join in the refreshments. Thank you.